learn to protect the ball so well? Was that something that was ingrained in you at a very young age?
Once I got here, you know, Coach Graham, he showed me, you know, just how to hold the ball and, you know, the 5 pressure points of holding the ball. And I mean, that was mainly it, because I admit I had a fumbling problem in high school, and I fumbled a good bit, but ever since, you know, I just learned how to hold it high and tight, and I mean, it's been fine.
Marcus, at your I guess signing day in February, you know, deciding between Auburn and South Carolina, maybe you think maybe it was just destiny that you were supposed to play in this game either way?
Oh man, it's crazy. I think about that all the time. I mean, how it was down to Auburn and South Carolina, but I mean, I knew this was the right place for me. You know, no doubt in my mind that I'm supposed to be here right now.
Marcus, just you played Auburn earlier this year. It wasn't one of your better games. What did they do to present problems for you? Do you feel like getting a second shot out of them is going to be different this time?
Yeah, that D-line, they stopped our favorite run play. And that linebacker, they had a good plan coming in. And I mean, they have a great defense and all. And I mean, it's going to be another tough game, another tough way to find how to get yards running the ball, but we got to.
Did you approach that game any differently because it was one of your final 2 schools, and did that add any disappointment that it turned out to be one of those games when you struggle to get going?
Nah, not at all. I mean, I approach every game the same. You know, I just try to, you know, stay relaxed and comfortable. And I mean, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. You just gotta get better.
Marcus, have you and Michael Dyer kind of called or exchanged texts this week about facing each other?
Nah, I haven't talked to him this week, but you know, I've talked to him during the season,
Yeah.
of course, because I mean, we're good friends.
Marcus, how have you handled everything off the field, all the attention that you get on campus? And in fact, I was thinking over the summer, Stephen Davis had mentioned staying away from the girls. Has that been easy to do?
Yeah, I mean, they out there, but you know, it was just like high school. You know, I just got great coaches around me, great players around me. I just focusing on the season, really. You know, I just been really focused on my schoolwork and the season. So, I mean, it hasn't been a problem, really.
Marcus, you mentioned their defensive line the first time you played them. What do you remember about Nick Fairley, number 90? How hard was he to limit once he got going?
Yeah, he created a lot of problems. I mean, just because his size and his speed. I mean, just coming off the ball, and a great player that we got to stop if we're gonna do anything.
Marcus, it appears that everything really just is coming easily for you. Tell us, what's been the most difficult thing about your freshman year?
Just adjusting to everything, really. I mean, the football part, that came over time, you know, as I got more comfortable. But I mean, just adjusting, you know, just not being home, you know, just being on your own, not even about football. I mean, that was the hardest thing, you know. You prepare differently for a game in high school than you do in college. It's way more preparation, and I mean, just adjusting to that, I think it's going well.
Marcus, how everyone talks about the first game you had against Auburn. How different a football team are you guys now? How better are you? What do you do differently?
Yeah, it's just great to see how much we've matured as a team. You know, over every week. You know, I think we got better in at least one phase every week, and we can just try to put it all together Saturday.
Marcus, we've been comparing the game you had against Auburn and then the game you had against Clemson. Obviously, they focused on stopping you, and probably some people would have said if Clemson can stop Marcus, then South Carolina will struggle offensively. That wasn't really the case, which leads me to, can you talk a little bit about Stephen Garcia, what he did in that Clemson game, and how you've seen him mature in that role, not just so much as a passer or a runner, but as a kind of a field general or a manager of the game?
Yeah, he's a complete quarterback, of course. And you know, they came in, you know, focused on stopping the run. And that was probably their emphasis, but when you do that, you gotta stop Gurley, you gotta stop Jeffrey, you gotta stop, just all the receivers. And, you know, Garcia will pick you apart if you put 8 in the box or 7 in the box. So, that was the case with that. And, he's just a great quarterback who can do it all.
Marcus, do you guys have, does this team have an understanding about, historically what's at stake on Saturday as far as the school's only won one conference championship and the fact that you guys have a real opportunity to turn this into a very special season?
Yeah, of course. And we know what's out there. We know what's at hand. We know it's never been done around here. And, history has, failed this year. We beat all 4 top teams in the East, and, we got a chance to make history again Saturday. So.
Is there anything consistent in the games that you've had trouble in, Clemson, Auburn, games like that, when you've had trouble getting going? Is it more about how they're gearing to stop you, and do you notice that kind of thing right away when you know it's kind of going to be a long night or going to be a tough night?
Yeah, you can tell, you just, that they have a lot of people in the box, and, linebackers are coming up real fast, just expecting to run, and, it's hard, but, you just got to keep fighting for those extra yards, try to get those tough yards, and, eventually the pass will open up and just throw it on.
Mark, the top 2 rushers in the Southeastern Conference are in this game, yet the styles are totally different, the roles are different. Just talk about your game versus Newton's game, just how each of you are so important to your team's offense.
Newton, he can do it all. He can throw the ball. When he has to take off, he'll take off. He can make people miss, and he's big and fast at the same time. It's something I've never seen. And, nobody has stopped him up at this point. And we got a big challenge as a defense, and I just try to get all the yards I can, get those 4-5 yards, just manage the run game. That's what I try to do. I think overall the year we've done a good job doing that, and just got to keep doing it. Just keep managing the run game, set up the 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. It's easier when it's 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3 rather than 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9. So, I just got to keep trying to do that and get those yards.
Marcus, you've been a part of a lot of big games in high school, and now they're getting bigger and bigger in college. How do you basically not fall for the pressure, and obviously with all the attention again you're getting on campus from folks? What do you say to yourself? What do you do?
I just keep saying to myself, just stay relaxed, just stay calm, and just play your game, just be yourself out there, and you'll be fine. That's all I can do really, control what I can control, so that's what I try to do.
Marcus, he's kind of been an unsung hero, on the offensive line, and it's taken him a long time to blossom. But how important has Garrett Chisholm been to your running and the good yards you've gained this year?
He's the most physical, probably on the offensive line. He's a very focused guy. He comes off the ball with the force, and every time I see it, I see the hole on his side. I just know he did it. And, he's been a big part of my success.
Marcus, in that Clemson game, when they focused on stopping you, at what point did you, Garcia, the others sort of recognize, okay, this is what they're doing and this is what we've got to do to adjust? And to follow on that, compared to how you played against Auburn the first time, how would you expect that ability to play out against them?
Probably, of course, they're going to come in, trying to stop the run. So we're going to have to adjust. And, we got some more run plays that we can establish in the game, and that's what we're gonna try to do. Because we got to run the ball a little bit just to just keep them on their toes and just stay balanced as an offense.
And how about the earlier part about how y'all adjusted, or at what point you started making adjustments against Clemson?
Probably at halftime. We just tried to tweak it a little bit, but they had a lot of people in the box, so really couldn't.
Marcus, you didn't run the ball very much against Troy, didn't play much in the fourth quarter. Is that going to help you have fresher legs, do you think, come Saturday?
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, you know, just getting in the hot tub, cold tub, that gets my legs back. And yeah, I think I'll be good, ready to go. So,
Would playing indoors be a factor for you guys?
I don't really think so. You know, turf really just makes you faster, really. So I'm looking forward to playing on it.
Just kind of going back to the fumbling thing, what was it that caused you to fumble so much? And were you forced to walk around campus with a football, kind of like the program?
I don't know. It was in high school when I was fumbling a lot. I was just, you know, in high school I could just run and make people miss. Now it's just different. And I admit I used to hold the ball like, you know, with one hand and do all that, but now you just gotta get what you can and get out.
Marcus, Josh said that he said that essentially you were a part of the defense because you're so good on offense that you keep them off the field. Is there a higher compliment than that from a defensive guy, that he considers you a part of the defensive unit?
Josh, he's a great player, but yeah, I just try to, you know, just as an offense, we try to, you know, keep the defense off the field. You know, we got to run the ball and, you know, stay on the field so they can be fresh, you know, to stop their offense. And, you know, that's when it's like that, you know, our defense is, you know, pretty, can stop anybody.
All right, I hear Coach outside, so we're going to let Marcus go.
Thanks, Mark.